All right, happy Sunday, everyone. So hot and humid, even though we are a little bit on the cooler side overall with the real feel. Rain chances increase during the week. We're going to see some more moisture push in. Now, I'm going with cooler because as that moisture moves in, yeah, that usually increases our real feel. But with the rain, they're going to battle out. The rain will do a cool job on it, a cooling down job on us. So it's going to be a little bit of a battle during the week. So 97 degrees, stay a little bit above average. We were 101 back in 1917. But hey, we have not felt as uncomfortable because moisture levels have come down compared to what we've been enduring for weeks and weeks now. Here's a shot of Cuero, lots of lube, but yeah, some cloud cover, moisture moving in, looking at some clouds, partly cloudy, even mostly cloudy skies at times, maybe overnight and into tomorrow. Here's our winds. Winds on the lighter side, really just 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. You get away from the water, very much on the calm side. And I'm not looking at any really huge spike in winds for a good few days or during the week. So heat advisories and warnings. I talked about these just a little bit ago. You have to leave our viewing area to find excessive heat warnings and heat advisories. We stayed below 110, for the most part below 105, but you go out to the south down there in the Corpus Christi area, yeah, they're looking at some heat advisories, maybe some of those temperatures 110, 111, 112 degrees. All right, here is the number one culprit or caveat or help for us, if you want to call it that, because these have been 80, 82 pretty much across the board for the last couple of weeks with lots of moisture, those dew point temperatures and humidity levels. But hey, as these have dropped, less moisture in the area, that uncomfortability factor, you add that into the ambient temperature, and our real feel, our heat calculated index temperature, yeah, those have really come down. Look at this, mid 60s. I can say, hey, that's on the cool side, when a lot of times that's very much on the uncomfortable side. But here we are. Again, you could add more than 10 degrees to a lot of these numbers for the better part of the last 2.5 weeks. We've really been on a heat wave type of environment. But here we are today, okay, close to 100 on the coast. You move inland, still around 100 some spots, so down into the 90s for the real feel, where we've been used to, again, temperatures at 116, 117 during this time period. Looking ahead, here is what we have. Okay, they might start to rebound because we're going to see disturbances and moisture push in, but it's going to be a fine balance. That rain will cool the ground, or that moisture could add in with the temperatures, and we can still see these starting to climb or increase once again. Hey, I got the radar up. Why? Because high pressure is controlling us, but when the sun does destabilize the atmosphere, you get those pop-up showers, and we're seeing some showers really for the most part off to the northeast of the viewing area in the Houston area. For the most part in the crossroads, we're staying on the dry side. Most of this activity, again, taking place out of the viewing area and further off to the east, where that high pressure might be headed in the coming days. All right, here's our future tracker. High pressure controlling our atmosphere. We'll have some moisture moving in, but with high pressure all the way up there to the northwest, high pressure down here in the eastern Gulf, that kind of pretty much flows or pushes the water, the moisture from the Gulf into South Texas. And yeah, so we'll start to see an increase in that. That also, though, could lead to rain in the coming days, maybe in that Wednesday to Friday or even into the Sunday time period. Here's our marine forecast. Look at that water, 89 degrees, seas around 2 feet, keeping bays on the smooth side. Okay, storm activity, nothing going on here, but you cross over to the Pacific, and what's going on out there? That's right, our first hurricane of the season, that is Adrian. But by Friday, or actually by today, 28 miles per hour, this too now is starting to dissipate and weaken. So the strongest storm of the season and the first named hurricane out there of the season. 77 degrees, partly cloudy overnight. Tomorrow, back up to just 95 with a heat index of 107. Looking ahead, the 4th of July, we know what's coming up for the 4th of July in terms of temperatures, but looking ahead to the rest of the week, we do have those rain chances, and that is going to cool our temperatures down. Look at that, some of those days only in the lower 90s.